Yo, everybody, it's your boy Joseph.
And Carlos.
And this is The Passenger Seat. So, welcome everybody. Today we're going to be talking about Naruto. Sasuke!
Yes, specifically the beginning of Naruto, not Shippuden. We're going to touch upon that one later because it's so, everything is so extensive in the Naruto universe, so we're going to take it slow.
Yeah. And plus, Naruto Shippuden, yeah, we grew up on it and we had a better understanding, but as a kid, the thing was Naruto.
Yeah, especially because we were there when it came out.
Yeah, I remember that, fifth or sixth grade?
Yeah.
Fourth, fifth, or sixth grade.
It was like fifth grade, yeah.
I remember it coming out and I used to watch it religiously on Toonami.
Yes.
Thank you, Tom. But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about Naruto and the synopsis of Naruto. First of all, we're going by the American release date, and that was October of 2002. When it finally hit Toonami, we were finally at an age that we could...
Yes, because I actually remember it trying to come on in Toonami before. I don't know. The dates doesn't matter when it got released, but we watched it when it came out on Toonami.
Yeah.
And I was very excited because I had no idea what it was about. And all my friends were so curious, and when it finally dropped, it was great.
Yeah.
It became really amazing.
Yeah, I think because of Naruto, I actually ended up watching Soul Eater because I was looking for animes to watch, and I think Soul Eater was one that was after that. But yeah, so a little synopsis about Naruto. As you know, Naruto is a 14-year-old kid when the show starts.
14 when it starts, I think. Yeah.
He's either 12 or 14. One of those ages that shonen protagonists usually start at.
Yeah.
It's like an average for age group around that time, and he is a ninja living in Konoha, which is the Hidden Leaf Village, and it's basically a ninja world, right?
That actually really brought out the ninja
phase
that everyone went through,
the
fandom and all that stuff.
And pretty much they have these jutsus that they use to certain abilities or whatnot.
Hand movements.
Yeah, they either had a taijutsu, genjutsu, or ninjutsu, right?
Yes, it was ninjutsu, yeah.
Yeah, so ninjutsu, genjutsu, taijutsu, and basically the story revolves around this kid named Naruto who has the spirit of a nine-tailed fox demon, and sort of, the stuff that he goes through trying to become a full-fledged ninja and his path to become the Hokage, which is the leader of the village. And
then the beginning of the series, nobody liked him.
Nobody likes him, yeah. That sad song while he's swinging.
Yes, it is. The story will also center...
Freak! Sorry.
I feel like that's a SpongeBob episode. Freak! Loser! The story also centers around Naruto's team when he meets them, which is the lovely Sakura, pink hair for some weird reason, kind of a little annoying anime girl. She was really annoying in the beginning. She was just obsessed with the other character that revolves around, which is one of the most important characters of the entire franchise, Sasuke.
Emo staple 2005.
Yes, but there were so many people who were into him because they were emo. Let's be real, that dude was one of the first.
I think I rocked the hairstyle for some portion of my life.
I think a lot of people tried it. Yeah. And he was like the general cool guy. He had his own secrets that you don't discover yet, but he was like that guy who was good at everything. That really made Naruto mad.
I remember that episode when they after they got out of because they had to graduate the Ninja Academy before they got into the groups.
To the groups, yeah, that's true.
Before they
it was a test, right? It was like a written test.
Yeah, and I remember right after they graduated from the Ninja Academy and they became Team 7, and
they met their awesome teacher,
Kakashi Hatake.
Oh, one of the best characters.
Yeah,
hands down.
But you remember when they were all telling each other 1,000 years of pain. You remember when they were telling each other like what each of them wanted? God, every time you just can't choose a better time.
What did Sasuke say?
You know that Naruto was all like, "Oh, I want to become Hokage, whatever." Sakura was like, "I don't know,
boys,
Sasuke." and then you had Sasuke who was just like, "I want to get revenge on the people who fucking killed my family."
Yes.
And then Naruto's like,
that is so true. He does say that. He's sitting like on a little stoop.
just like this.
Yes, yeah. And then I think Sakura on the corner is like, oh, he's so hot.
You have people in like in your classroom, like 5 episodes of Naruto later, like,
yeah.
I'm gonna bring pain to this classroom.
I do remember that they had that whole scene where they had to take the key or something from
the bells
from Kakashi, and I think wasn't Naruto all like a little. Like he had like a crush on Sakura.
Yeah.
Sakura kept blowing him off.
Yeah.
Man,
that's exactly what
friend
it was.
zoned to the max. Yeah. To not prolong the whole story of Naruto, we're gonna move on to their first mission, which I don't remember exactly what the mission was called. They had to fight Zabuza
and Haku, and they had to go to the Land of Waves.
Land of Waves.
Basically to help a bridge builder.
Yes. That's what it was.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's when they encounter Zabuza and Haku.
That was a good arc and a really good way to start off the series. It made you want to see more after you saw that battle, and still to this day, and it's Naruto. I mean, it's Boruto and Naruto Shippuden. That guy is one of the most loved villains.
Yeah, Zabuza. And I mean Haku. Oh yeah.
Because he just looks cool.
Yeah.
Like it's the giant sword and the mask thing that really like.
Zabuza was cool, but I mean Haku really stole the spotlight with the whole ice mirror thing.
Oh yes, I remember that scene, and Naruto had to save.
It's the first time that it's revealed the potential
his power. Yes, that he gets like
Fox.
little sharp nails, and he kind of like goes at it, and I think he breaks his mask.
Yeah, and then after the Zabuza and Haku arc, you have one of the most badass arcs of all time, and that's the Chunin exams.
Oh man, the Chunin exam! I watched that so faithfully when it came out. It was one of the best arcs. I think wasn't the start of the Chunin exam also a written exam?
I think you had to do a proctored exam,
and then they go to the forest.
Yeah, and then they have to go to that forest of death, I believe it was.
So obviously going from that first arc to the second arc, we are introduced to so many new characters, which is the different teams of the Chunin exams.
Yeah, you got Hinata, Neji, Rock Lee, Ten, Kiba,
and Shino.
Shikamaru, even though Shikamaru was present.
Shikamaru.
But you get like a deep dive into like their
what was that girl's name who had that beef with Sakura so they can get Sasuke? Ino. Yeah. And then the chubby guy.
Choji.
Cool, and then obviously one of the most important characters in this whole arc that the story sort of revolves around him in this arc is Gaara.
Yeah.
We are introduced to him, and automatically all the other characters in the room are fearful. Like they sense something of this kid that like freaks out, and obviously it is later revealed that he also, like Naruto, has a demon inside him. What was it again?
It was I think with the one tail. What?
Is it a badger?
No, I don't remember the animal actually.
Yeah, they enter the forest and they have to. What was the mission? Just to pass through it? That was his mission.
They had to gather the Heaven Scroll and the Earth Scroll.
Yes, that was it.
You also get presented during that arc that beautiful scene where Orochimaru deep throats a scroll. He's just like,
oh yes, and the other beautiful scene of Ino's group. I don't remember their team name.
I don't remember the team.
They see Gaara kill someone in the forest. He literally says, "Sand coffin." Boom!
Yeah.
And these guys were like,
all right, we're out.
We're out.
Peace.
And then they finally get to a building at the end of I totally forgot. They had this really hot teacher.
Oh, you're talking about Anko?
All she wears is a jacket.
Anko.
Anyways, they get to the building at the end of the forest, which the building is there for fights. I don't remember
the last portion of their test. They have to do the tournament style thing.
Yeah, I don't remember what exactly they called it. But yeah, basically, it was a building where they had to fight each other to move on in the Chunin exam, and That was actually really, really good.
The most memorable scene of that whole tuning fight.
I remember when I got to school, everybody talked about that fight, and it was Rock Lee
versus Gaara. Yep, he's like, they're fighting, they're all cool, and then Guy is like, hey Lee, you can stop playing around now.
But he tells him, hey Lee, let go, and then he drops the weights, and everybody's like, oh, it's nothing. Woo!
Yeah, and we're just like, oh.
And he goes so fast that even Gaara got scared.
Yeah.
But yeah, he busted up his legs, and then we don't hear of Rock Lee, unfortunately, for a good while.
Yeah. So after the tuning exams, we move on over to the whole Orochimaru trying to crush the Leaf Village sort of arc. He has the fight with the third Hokage.
The third Hokage, and Sasuke and Gaara fight, and he makes Gaara bleed, and that makes Gaara go berserk.
Yeah, he releases the one tail.
God, is it a bad dream? I don't know what the heck his thing was.
Point is, the third Hokage ends up sacrificing himself, trying to, seal Orochimaru.
And he just breaks his arms while he rips them off.
No, he takes off like the soul of his arms or whatever, and
okay, that's what it was.
That's what gets Orochimaru like stays paralyzed like that.
And then one of the most important fights of that arc was Naruto versus Gaara with their giant forms.
Then after that arc, we move on to trying to find a replacement for the Hokage, which was Tsunade.
Which when you were a kid, you were like,
I don't. Tsunade, and then you get presented to the other two Sannin, which were Tsunade and Jiraiya.
Mm-hmm.
Naruto goes through that process where he starts to learn the Rasengan,
which is one of his most important moves.
Iconic.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Sasuke, before he fought Gaara, he learned the Chidori.
Yeah, that's true.
And then after that was the Sasuke got stolen, and they had a recovery mission and stuff.
Right,
which was
during the tuning exams. I guess we skipped this one, but it's just we assume that everyone knows. During the tuning exams, Orochimaru bites Sasuke and leaves him with a curse mark.
Yeah.
The curse mark starts to afflict him, but gives him a lot of power. And then after the part where they go and fetch Tsunade, pretty much Orochimaru's gang comes and they steal Sasuke.
Yeah. Because
Orochimaru wants to want Sasuke to be his new body.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, Orochimaru wants Sasuke to be his new body, and he has these his grunts go and fetch him for him. And the nerd. What was this Kabuto?
Kabuto.
Yeah. And that arc pretty much ends on one of the most historic Naruto fights, and that is
Naruto versus Sasuke.
Naruto versus Sasuke.
God, such a good fight in the
waterfall
with the two
statues.
Yeah. Dude, like that was one of the obviously best fight of the whole entire series, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Because they don't let it all out, but they let a little bit of what they have, which is the curse mark and the
nine tails,
and they have this historical fight where they just beat the crap out of each other. And then obviously the fight ends with them all powered up and Rasengan versus Chidori.
And then they
collide. Yeah.
So first of all, the animation to that was amazing for its time.
Yeah, that's true. The animation of that fight was actually really incredible.
And all the anime music videos they got released because of that. You remember?
Yes.
You used to put Linkin Park's
MDs.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I know that there's a lot more detail that goes into the whole original Naruto series, but it would be a really long video if we were to get every single detail. So
yeah, well, hopefully, we were able to rekindle some memories. Hopefully, you'll go and watch the Naruto AMV Linkin Park Numb video. If we made you feel any type of nostalgia, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully, you enjoyed this ride with us today, and hopefully, you'll join us next time here in
the passenger seat.
Yo, everybody, welcome. Yo, everybody, it's your boy Joseph here.
And Carlos.
And we are.
the passenger seat.
Go ahead.